games or what? Show me!
The AtGames Genesis Classic Gaming Console, 80 built-in Genesis games, 2 wireless controllers, plays your classic Genesis cartridges, all for the incredibly low price of $39.99. Sound too good to be true? Well, guess what? You're right. Don't let this sleek, colorful box fool you. It's nothing more than a facade meant to mask the atrocity that lies within. Look at this console. There's no character to it whatsoever. It looks like a cheap cable box or an antenna stand. You have the cartridge slot, a power and menu button. Then you have the controllers. They're wireless, so there's a little switch on the right shoulder that lets you choose first or second player. Each controller requires 2 AAA batteries, which is okay, though the covers are screwed into place with itty-bitty screws. I don't know why they're not even necessary, since the cover stays in place regardless. As you can see here, this unit was made with small children in mind. Still, they fit comfortably in my mitts. We have the usual stuff here, D-pad, 6-button layout, start button, etc. Now we have a menu button allowing easy access to the main menu without having to get up and slap the console into submission. One thing that bothers me right off the bat is the D-pad. It's really loose. Already it feels too sensitive. You hit power and there's no Sega fanfare or anything like that, just a menu. Scroll through the menu a bit, you'll see the usual suspects. No, not those guys. This is where the video is going to get painful. First, let me give you a taste of Sonic on a classic Model 1 Sega Genesis using traditional RCA cables. The stirring soundtrack, vibrant colors, tight controls, Sonic the Hedgehog is pure gold. Now let's compare it to the AtGames version that's built into the console itself. So this is what it sounds like when hedgehogs cry. The video lacks contrast and the colors are slightly muted. Rainbow banding is so much more pronounced here. Worst yet, the music falls somewhere in between off-key and downright fucking annoying. You might be thinking that it's the emulation in use, and you'd be half right. Get ready. Sonic looks and sounds slightly better on cartridge, though not by much. The major issue here is the sound chip. As bad as it may sound with Sonic, just listen to Columns. Now this is how it should sound. Speaking of columns, this is where the controller really falls apart. The wireless connection is bollocks. You need to make sure that you point the fucker directly at the console. If you're off by a degree or two, nothing's getting through. And as I feared, the D-pad's so loose you'd think it was a streetwalker in Da Nang. When playing a game like Columns, you need crackerjack timing as the difficulty increases. One slip can fuck up your game right quick. Thankfully, the system has controller ports. As far as I can tell, it works fine. Hooray. Now let's try some games that aren't included with the system. Ghostbusters, alright. Okay, it plays fine. As demonstrated, it still suffers from the same visual and aural quirks as Sonic. Whoa, that sounds ass. Okay, how about Flashback? Plays alright, though it looks and sounds much better on a righteous Jenny. Ooh, a fan favorite, Technocop. Really? Plays Ghostbusters and Flashback, but it snubs Technocop? I guess it has taste. In that case, it should have no problem with Super Street Fighter 2. Spoke too soon. I can't even make it as far as the Capcom logo. What a tease. Alright, you scope out the menu and you'll see that roughly half these games aren't even real Genesis titles. They're just a series of homebrews or bootlegs, many of which are puzzle related, like this Tetris knockoff. The music is insidious, and here you have to keep track of the colors as well as whether or not those little triangles are facing up or down. I'm not exaggerating when I say that looking at this image is giving me a headache. Then again, that may just be the music. Then we have cannon. It's two cannons on opposite sides of a gorge firing cannonballs at one another. May not be too deep, but I guess it works. You have to take wind into account, which makes it mildly interesting at first. You'd imagine that the wind, terrain, and difficulty would change with each level, but there aren't levels. It's just this. Every time. The wind will change periodically, but that's it. You get one game, then it's back to the game menu. What really kills cannon for me, personally, is the hit detection. You need to be dead on balls accurate in order to score, otherwise it doesn't count. Even then, it's questionable. In my opinion, this clone is a waste of money. Seriously, you're better off picking up a used Genesis off of Amazon for $40. Oftentimes, sellers will bundle them with a few games and even throw in an extra controller. You may think the AtGames console wins because it comes with 40 good Genesis games, but those are the only games that are guaranteed to play. If you want to buy more games for it down the line, there's a chance they may not be compatible. Even if said games do work, the video and audio will fail to impress. I'm sure it goes without saying that serious collectors should avoid this piece of crap like the plague. Aside from the compatibility issues and AV shortcomings, it isn't compatible with either Sega CD or 32X, which is totally unacceptable for me. The only positive thing I can say about this shit stain is that it plays imports. Beyond that, the AtGames Genesis Classic Gaming Console is garbage. If you were considering this for even an instant, just remember what Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell taught us long ago. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby.